What's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we got a mullet chop transformation. You're not going to want to miss the after results, so stay tuned, right? Alright guys, so my client finally decided to chop the mullet. So what we're going to do is give him a mid drop fade, and we're going to give him a comb over. So first we're just going to go ahead and brush out the hair, make sure it's all combed out. And I'm taking my number 3 guard with my ergo clippers, and I'm going with the grain just to debulk, get the hair out of the way, and I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to go against the grain, coming off the head, just to remove bulk, because later on after this we're going to go ahead and do some scissor work. Now we're going to go ahead and saturate the hair, because now we're going to prepare for the scissor work. What I like to first do with this comb over, I'm going to pull the hair to the side where it's going to be pushing back. I'm keeping my hair in square to his head shape, and I'm just cutting all that excess off. Just keeping our hands parallel to his head and just removing all that excess. We're going to go all the way through the head. Next, we're going to pull that hair up, and then we're going to see the short hair that we cut from the side, and that's going to be my starting guideline. And I'm going to just keep continuously pull that back and keep trimming. I'm trimming about, I want to say, a good inch, and I apologize for my shirt being black and his hair being black. It's kind of hard to see, but we're trimming about an inch off the head. Make sure to always double check your work. So as you can tell, first we're going horizontally. Now we're going to go do vertical just to double check, make sure everything's nice and even. And then after this, I'm going to also go back horizontal again and just make sure everything's even. Now we're going to go ahead and blow dry the hair into the way it's going to be styled. So I'm brushing it back. It's going to be a brush back comb over. Now we're going to start with a number 2 guard. This is actually on my wall seniors, but with the Filthy Blends mod on there, so I can put the double magnetic guards on there. And we're taking the 2, going off the head and dropping it slightly in the back, so he has a drop illusion to it. Next, we're going to go ahead and put our bald guideline in, starting from the bottom of his vertical bar. We're taking out the C cup. He's not going to have any C cup. And then dropping it as we get to the back under his occipital bone. And after that, go ahead and remove the bulk. I am using my Stylecraft Evo trimmers. These are absolutely my favorite trimmers. As you can tell, that I use them in all my videos. They do debulk really well. Sharp lineups. All the clippers and trimmers, I'll be having the links down below. Any type of tools or hair products, I'll have all the links down below. Now follow up with a shaver. After, I'm using my bronze shaver, and as you can tell, I'm going up. As I get to that line, I'm leaving about like a 1/4 of an inch, maybe even less, of just space, just so I have a nice transition from super skin to stubble and then into the clipper work that we're going to do. So first guideline or second guideline will be with the clipper completely open, and we're going up about a 1/2 inch to an inch width. So next will be our 0 guard, and we're going to have the lever completely open, and here I'm flicking off the head. I'm not digging in. I'm not going to be digging in. I'm going to be flicking up and off the head into that number 2 guard that we did earlier. Alright, so don't dig in, just keep the blade flush on his head, and I'm scooping up and out into that 2 guard, and then I'm going to close the lever and then attack that bottom line, and that will blend perfectly from the blade open with no guard to the 0 guard completely closed. So then after that, we're just going to have a faint line that we need to remove with our number 1 guard. So now with our number 1 guard, we're going to use completely open, and we're going to be pushing into that 2 guard, making sure we have a nice transition. And when I'm saying I have the lever all the way open, and then I legit just close it all the way, and then I move as so. So now next we have no guard on there, completely closed on the lever, and I'm going to attack that bottom line. All right, I'm going to attack it, push it up a little bit, about 1/4 of an inch, and I'm going to come back with my trimmer to make sure I have a nice transition from the skin to that, and then we're going to just slowly keep opening up that lever until that line is completely gone, and then do whatever detailed work you need with whatever guard. So you could always go back through the steps again. You could go back to the 2 guard, go back to the 1 guard, go back to the 0 guard, and open the lever as you need. So if you have it all the way open and you feel like the hair's not cutting, close it down some more, either halfway or all the way closed. If it's still not cutting, go down to the next guard, go back. So if you start with a 2, go down to the 1 guard, and then that's not cutting, go down to the 0 guard, and always start with the lever open, because you could always cut more hair. You can't put hair back on. Now we're going to clip over comb, and this is just going to tighten everything up, because we did use the 3 guard and we did use finger over comb when we did our scissor work. So this is just making sure that we have a nice blend. I'm pushing the comb in and scooping out and then cutting whatever excess. So now we're going to move on to his lineup, and I'm just pinning his hair back, letting the natural hairs fall down. As you can see, the fade is looking blurry, but I'm going to just debulk whatever hairs are hanging down, just so I could help get a nice clean lineup. And then I'm going to use the 1.5 guard to debulk in the front. So we're starting the middle, go to one side. I usually like to go to the left side, get that nice and sharp, and then step back, look at your client, and then go back from the middle to the right side. And the vertical bars, you don't want to push them in, just keep it very natural. Tap, 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 and it's very simple. Keep it, keep it, like, break everything down. Keep it simple. Make your lines, check them, see what's dipping, see what's dropping, and then touch up. And you want to make sure you have good trimmers as well, so that you're not pushing them back because the trimmers aren't cutting evenly. Next, we're moving on to his beard. We like to do a number 4 on his beard, and then we're going to blend in the sideburns like normal, just how we do with a haircut. We're going to start with our blade completely open, no guards. Make that guideline, remove that by slowly closing the lever. And then I believe I used the 0 guard, scooping, flicking out, and then touch up with 1 guard if you needed. Sometimes beards blend nicely, some don't. And then just hit the back line. And now same thing with the beard lineup, keep your thumb nice and tight, pull the skin, 45-degree angle, and get a nice crispy lineup. And I am using my Turkish razor, and then this is the beard pencil filler. That just helps blend in, the little lighter spots. It makes his beard pop a little bit more. And when it comes to the bottom line, I like to go on the top of his jawline and then slant slightly down as you get towards his Adam's apple, just to give the illusion of a more structured jaw, and it makes the beard just look a lot nicer. Hit everything up with the razor, get that crispy lineup. Right here, we're just going to go ahead and use some of the Joseph Lyons pomade. Gives a nice shine, good hold. It's going to last you all day. Water soluble, so it's going to wash out really easily. And it's going to, give a nice shine to his hair. Comb it through, style it up. This is a wide tooth comb. Also, look how the enhancement is going to take this haircut to the next level. Alright YouTube, that's the cut. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys learned something new. Look at my client look before and look at the after. It's looking fresh, looking good. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Appreciate you guys. Hit the like button. I'll see you guys on the next one.